Meanwhile, at the southern border, the crisis is breaking more records. Customs and Border Protection releasing shocking new crossing numbers. More than 178,000 migrants apprehended this past December. It's the highest in DHS history for the month. It's also a 142% increase from the same time last year. And more illegal immigrants crossing the southern border in the last 3 months than in all of 2020. Joining us now to discuss is former acting ICE Director Ronald Vitiello. Thanks for coming back on. Talk to me about what these numbers mean to you and what they can tell Americans.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's incredible how quickly the border has devolved. In just 1 year, we're seeing record numbers of encounters and apprehensions. When the previous December, we had tools in place that would stop the surge that was occurring previously. January 20th, 21, those tools were taken off the table. And now you see the deterioration of border control, border security. And this puts us all at risk. You know, it's bad enough for the agents and the officers that are down there and their families to have to deal with the stress and this wave of humanity. But this is a risk to all of us in the United States because many of those people, the ones that get apprehended, because many of them are also getting away, right? They're not even being encountered by the Border Patrol. But many of the people who will be released at the border, they'll be dispersed all over the United States. And they're not going to live in our best neighborhoods. They're going to struggle inside of this society and this culture. And it's just terrible what we're seeing on the border. And again, we're all at risk because these policies have been rescinded, and now you see this chaos. And this chaos only helps criminal cartels who use this activity to smuggle more drugs, to traffic more people. Right. And it's terrible for the border communities as well.
Yeah, you point out the consequences, but when you take these numbers into perspectives, I mean, 180,000 or nearly that's sizes of American towns and cities. And that was just for the month of December alone. And you point out the fact that we aren't fully aware of where these individuals end up in the country. Jen Psaki also didn't have a clear answer as to where these migrants are headed. Take a listen to how she answered this question at the press conference yesterday.
Why is it that large numbers of single adult men are being released into the United States just hours after being apprehended at the southern border?
Well, I'm not sure the specifics of what you're referring to, Peter. What I can tell you in terms of what our policy is and how we're approaching the border is that we continue to be under Title 42. Migrants who cannot be expelled under Title 42 are placed into immigration proceedings.
And she did go on to say that they get moved to other facilities and then also are notified that they need to show up at a court hearing. Have you seen these migrants show up in court?
No, well, the history and the wisdom here is that many of them will not show up. She talked about alternatives to detention, not in that clip, but she talked about how these people are under DACA control and they'll suffer consequences if they don't show up for their hearings. But that's inconsistent with the policies that's been put out by this administration. In one of the first executive orders, they said that ICE could not go find people that are in this condition. If they're a fugitive from immigration court alone, that ICE wasn't allowed to go out and arrest them. So there's a very inconsistent message coming out of the White House, coming out of the administration that says, you know, they're letting a lot of people in. They're doing a lot of releases. They're doing this alternative detention. They're sending people all over the country with this threat of deportation. But then yet at the same time, they're telling ICE that they can't go out and find those folks. So there's a lot of inconsistencies here. She's wrong. And what's happening is we're incentivizing more people to come because they know they have a good chance of not being encountered at all. They're going to get away from border enforcement. And then once they're in the interior, there's no enforcement against situations like that. And so we're incentivizing people to send folks to the border. It wasn't that long ago in the history of the department where December was the slowest month on record throughout an entire year. And now what we've just seen this past December, record highs. The border has never been this out of control. Chaos reigns on our southwest border, and it's unfortunate because we had controls in place the previous year that were wiped away.
Yeah, and we're still waiting for the president to make a trip to the southern border as well. Ronald Vitiello, thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you.